Hello and welcome back after a big break to Kitting Up Kitten. My name is Sam and you are joining me today on my first whip and ramble on my winning canvas. So as you can see, it was the customised bookshelf that was the winning one. This is what you all voted for. So it's the Randall Spangler. It is a little bit larger and I am going to explain how I'm working on this and hopefully get some of your comments as well, because there's quite a few. So before we go any further, I'm just going to explain what I'm using. I'm using my small zesty tray from Admore Zest. I am using my wood effect pen that I got from Amazon, and I have a 6-placer and a single placer, both with double-sided taping. I've also got one of my little cook pots that I'm using. I've got a magnet here somewhere. There we go. I've got my 60 bottle case that obviously I kitted up into. And I just want to explain. Okay, so this is if I pull this back, it's 36 by 16 inches or 92 centimetres by 41 centimetres. So because it's narrow, it's longer than it is narrow, it's 52 colours, so for me it's easier to work on this side on. And the way that I do it, I took this to Scotland with me, more on that in a bit. So I keep it rolled up, so I keep the unworked up section rolled up with 2 large paper clips. So working on my desk, I will have the finished section at the top, and that's because I'm not then pressing onto the beads that I'm working on. Does that make sense? So I got all of this section done in Scotland. Now I will say, yes, I have been multi-placing. I have done all of this section with the same tape in. I haven't changed it, so that's quite a lot. Now it is getting to the point where it's a little less sticky, but I haven't turned the tape around. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean I haven't pulled this out and reinserted it, because very often that will give you an even bit longer. Did that make sense? First time back. So I'm gonna get started on this. So I'm just gonna get my first section and I'm gonna make sure that I have a nice straight edge to work on. This section is nice and straight. I'm going to pull this up here a little bit. I'm going to wedge it down there, and I'm just going to check and make sure that we're in shot, because that of course is quite important. Now my tip, if you're working on a canvas on its side like this, is to make sure when you take your bottle, I'm just going to try and find something to weight my canvas down with, because it keeps moving, so let's use the pot. Yeah, it's to make sure that when you take your bead out, I'm going to take my extra, I've got a little roll of foam core over there, but it doesn't really work when I'm trying to film. When you pull your symbol out of your storage, keep the lid of your storage the same way round as you're working, because obviously I'm looking at these symbols side on. So I'm going to start with this upside down T. So what you would do, you would keep it like that, and that way you know what you're working on. So this is what I'm going to start on. So I did say in my last whip and ramble that I was going to make a start on this one and I was going to do a video before I went away. That didn't happen, so I just want to explain why it didn't happen. Basically, before I went away, there was an issue at work with some cover on a night shift. So I ended up doing 2 night shifts, 2 12-hour night shifts to help out. But what that meant was that I finished the second of my night shifts at 8 o'clock on the Sunday morning. and I was back to work on the Monday morning, and I ended up doing 2 12-hour shifts, and it was really stressful. My fibro was quite bad because I hadn't slept properly. I really struggled, so I didn't get a chance to get done what I needed to get done before I went away. I have to say, I needed that holiday so badly. I've been doing so much with the resin stuff and with this and with work. It's just got a little bit too much. So I didn't get a chance to get my resin stuff finished before I went away. So that means there's been a delay for those people that have ordered. So if you are waiting for your order, it will be going out tomorrow. I have a couple of days off before I go back to work. So my plan is to get my resin stuff finished and get that out so that I'm caught up. So apologies if you're waiting. I have sent everybody on Etsy a message. It is very apparent that I do need to get away from Etsy, because as a new store, they are holding back funds, and at the minute I can't access any of the funds that I've earned, which is making it really difficult for me then to go and make new stuff. So that's what I'm going to be working on in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be getting a Facebook page set up for the resin so that I can do it through there, do it hopefully through PayPal, and that way I can access funds as and when I need them, because without being able to access those funds, I can't buy more product to make more stuff with. And I'm not a rich person, you know, I haven't got loads of money. But that being said, I got back from Scotland yesterday. I had a fabulous holiday. I had a fabulous birthday. I'm over the moon to be getting back, and I'm over the moon to be working on this canvas. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have really been enjoying myself on this one, and I'm glad I've got to where I have, because we are shortly, I'm just finishing this first dragon off, and we will then be coming up onto the first book. And I know there's a couple of you that were interested in seeing how I customised that book title. Truth is, I have no idea how I'm going to do it. I'm going to be winging it, I think. So there may be some errors, but I wanted to be able to show that on camera. So excited for that. And I'm really pleased that the Randall Spangler won. It's my first Randall Spangler, and I absolutely love it. It's beautiful. Bit of a bigger canvas, but you know, don't let that put you off. Again, I apologise for the sound of the washing machine. I've managed to take the time while my husband's off fetching my daughter from school to video, because he's been wandering around in the garden all morning. He's cut the grass. For the sake of knowing what day it is Wednesday. So secondly, after my work, I have been on my holiday to Scotland. Had a fabulous time away. I'm sure I'll come into more detail on that later. And yes, turned 50. So, you know, you've got to do something worthwhile, but I managed to get done what I wanted to do, so that's the main thing. I was really, really surprised that Scotland had stricter rules on wearing face masks still. It was only actually Monday that they stopped the restriction of having to wear a face mask in shops, which really surprised me. But had a really, really nice time. Beautiful, beautiful country, I have to say. But I don't want to spend too much time talking about what I've been doing. I want to go through the comments that I've got, because there's quite a few, and I've been good. I haven't, let me move that one, because that one's obviously fallen off. Right, that one can go on there. I'm a little bit out of practice, aren't I? yeah, what I really wanted to do was come on today, show you that I'm working on a new canvas, and bring you up to date with comments, because I can do the holiday and everything in my next whip and chat, unless it comes into the conversation in my comments. So if I can get them, sometimes they just don't want to come out of that tray. So let me get to the first comment. So the first comment I've got is from Joanne Fleming. So she says, so I'm going to like these as I'm going. I'm going to give them a love heart so that I know that I've done it. Joanne Fleming says, seasoned Scotland visitor here. Husband is a Scot. You'll love it. It's beautiful, but take warm clothes. The cold is different up there to down south, fresher. Have a fab time and happy birthday. Thank you, Joanne. I had a fab birthday. It is absolutely beautiful. We went to stay near Inverness. There was a reason for that. I have to say, I didn't find it that cold. And do you know what? I expected it to be rainier. Everyone kept saying to me it rains all the time, which is what they said about Wales, and that wasn't true either. But it didn't. We had some drizzle the first day that we got up there. And after then, we've had some beautiful sunshine. It was absolutely gorgeous. So I have to say, absolutely loved it. The Airbnb place that we stayed at was a one-bedroom flat near Inverness. And it was absolutely perfect. I loved it. Love Scotland. Yeah, had a wonderful birthday. Aside from an accident that I had. I'll come back to that later. So thank you for your comment, Joanne. What's the next one? Robin Nicklin, I'm from Australia, so you can add us to your worldwide subscribers list. I really enjoy your videos. Mum of one, nana to two teenagers. Ah, lol. I have no idea how you must feel, because I feel old being a grandma to a 1-year-old. I have to say. But you know what? I've just turned 50 and it was actually a really, really nice birthday. You know what it's like when you turn 30? I had a major panic when I turned 30. When I turned 40, not so much. But I'm not going to lie, you know, the run up to turning 50 was a bit nerve-wracking. But actually, I'm good. I'm fine. It was okay. It was nice. It was lovely to spend some time with my husband. It was nice to have some diamond painting time. Just to diamond paint. For no other reason than just to have the time to diamond paint. I really enjoyed it. And I haven't done that for a little while. So, in that respect, I did enjoy it. So thank you, Robin. I do have another Australian subscriber anyway, but of course I'm happy to add you to my worldwide subscriber list. I haven't even checked actually to see how many subscribers I've got, so I don't actually know at the minute. Doesn't matter, as long as there's always one interested person, I will keep doing it. So thank you very much for commenting. Maria Kassar, hi Maria. Really enjoy watching your videos. Most favourites are the kitting up ones. Agreed. I'm exactly the same. Favourite videos. I don't know if you do it or if it's just me. I have quite a few diamond painters on my YouTube that I watch, and I always watch the kitting up videos first. Always. Can't help myself. There's just something really enjoyable about watching someone kit up. I don't know whether it's the excitement of them getting it ready or what, but I really, really enjoy it, which is why it's part of my favourite thing to watch, to do, to listen along to. I don't know why. I also keep all my diamonds. Have the storage boxes like Rebecca, 4 kids at 147. Great. Got 2 for squares, 2 for rounds, another one for rhinestones and 1 for the special ones. Wow, that's a lot of boxes. I currently am in 1 box at the moment for both rounds and squares, but like I said, I've only just started keeping my rounds. the square's been going a little bit longer. And that's just mainly because at one point I was just going to do square diamonds. I have bags for ABs. I don't have rhinestones or specials or anything because I don't have any of those to do. I think I've got one diamond painting which has got pearls in it. I'm not a rhinestone fan. That comes back to me being a nail tech. It's a holdover from being a nail tech, so don't take it the wrong way. It's just not for me. I'm just not into rhinestones. Excuse me while I cough. But thank you very much for commenting. She says, thanks again and have a good day. Thanks, Maria. Hope you do too. So I'm going to give you a little love heart so I know that I've done that comment. Suzanne Fleury. Hello from Canada, Sam. Hi, Suzanne. Hi from the UK. Thank you for the idea about just folding over bags with extras and putting each one in a grip seal bag. Saves on labels and time. Hell yes it does. And that's what it's all about for me. I am lazy. And I'm a lazy diamond painter. Do you know what I mean? I want everything to be as quick and as organised and as fast as possible, because that's the way I roll. That's what I do. Had trouble then finding my next colour. I've got a rogue one in there I've just seen. So yeah, it does. I'm just not about, it's just waste, isn't it? It's just creating one more step that we don't need. So why waste your time? So I'm glad that it's helpful, and thank you for commenting and let me know that it was of use. Give you a love heart just so you know that I've seen it. Sarah Morris has just put work. I'm guessing this is because I asked what you were doing. I'm sorry that you were working. I hope that you've had some decent downtime to do some lovely diamond painting in, just like me, because I've come back and I'm feeling refreshed. I'm feeling motivated, and I'm feeling, what's the word? I went away feeling very run down, and while I've been away, I've had some time to think about how I feel about my job and everything, and I have realised that I can't take on everything, you know. I've got a U that I missed there. Always the case. My tape is on these, it is starting to get a little bit hit and miss on whether it's sticky or not, so I may have to change it soon. But look how much I've got done on the same bit. Quite a lot. So thank you, Sarah. Hope that you've had some downtime since. Tracy Owen. Hi Tracy. Love your video as always. You really do make me laugh with kitting up, and like you, and make a mess with the drills. Always look forward to your next video. Thank you so much, Tracy. I wouldn't know how not to make a mess. Do you know what I mean? I'm clumsy. What can I say? But the beauty with diamond painting is it doesn't matter, does it? You know, you spill them, you pick them back up. You put them on the wrong colour, you pick them back off. You know, it's all fixable until it's not fixable. It hasn't happened to me yet, touch wood. So I'll just keep trying. That's all I'm going to do. I'm just going to keep trying. But I am feeling very motivated at the minute to try and get some of this done. And I'm really looking forward. I've been working on this one quite a lot, obviously, in the last few days, because I only took this one with me. I'm looking forward to cracking out the square one later and getting some of that done as well, because I need you guys to choose my next square canvas as well. Just try and get rid of that. So thank you very much. Leandri Mostert, I apologise if I've butchered that name. She's just put, I enjoy watching any whip and chat whilst I'm kitting up. This is because I was saying, what do you watch when you're kitting up? Agreed. That's what I watch. As long as it's not a kitting up, I will watch it. Because watching kitting up videos does not work when you're kitting up. So as you can see, I've put my pot so my symbol matches the same way that I'm working. Just a little tip if you're working on a side one. So thank you, Leandri, for your comment. And she's then put up as well, I'm busy kitting up as well on a rainy night, and we keep on watching because we love you. Oh, that's so sweet, thank you. I think this was probably because I made some comment about, I bodged it I think, and I made some comment about why are you watching me, honestly. Thank you. And that's why I enjoy it. I enjoy knowing that you're out there. I'm not on my own, you know. I have got people that are benefiting from what I'm saying, that you're getting enjoyment out of it too. And I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching and being along with me, because it could be a lonely business, couldn't it? Like, I just screwed that one up. Right, let me just sort this tape out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my tweezers and I'm going to pull that bit of tape just like that. But I'm not going to throw it away. I'm going to turn it on its side, she says. Not always the easiest thing to do when you've got nails on. I'm going to turn it on its side and I'm going to squidge it back in. Make sure it's squished in there. And then a little bit of a prime. And then you get a bit longer out of it. I am, if nothing else, I know how to be cost effective. Because we don't want to be changing tape all the time. We don't want to be running through loads of stuff, do we? So there you go. It's now working much better again. And you can carry on diamond painting for a little bit longer with the same double-sided tape. And for me, double-sided tape is the way to go. It worked for me. I think it works better than glue dots, because I'm not very patient. So fiddling around with the glue dot, once you get glue dots in, they're perfect, they're great. But I'm not very patient, and I get a bit frustrated when they won't go in. So thank you, Leandri, for your comments. Have I loved that one? Yes, I have. She also says, I'm keeping all of my spare diamonds. I'm also trying to get the photo box method going. Just have to get everything pretty and tidy. The thing is, Leandri, it takes time. You know, mine isn't complete. Mine isn't as pretty and tidy as it should be, but I'm getting there. It's one of those things. I go back to mine, like sometimes when I'm putting diamonds away, when I'm kitting down, I will then take half an hour to add more cards in, or to add more bags in, or whatever. It's a work in progress, I think. But like when you're putting them away and you've got everything set up to go and they're all neat and tidy in the box, I mean, that's worth it. That's what makes it worth it for me. Washing machine's going on a good one. It's only got 3 minutes left, so it's spinning like hell. And of course my mum has got washing for me and Ashley being away. Not a lot. We had a washing machine in the flat, so we did do a load while we were away, but bless her, we brought some extra to come back with. So thank you, Leandri. And she's just put, none of my bags have paper yet. Okay, I'm just having a look at the next one. Okay, so Kimberly Saunders, hi Kimberly. She's just put, she has 2 of these to kit up, so I think that's oh god, I've got my birthday cards on top of the wash machine, so because it's spinning they've all just fallen off. I only had them piled up in a pile. I just took them out of my bag when I got back yesterday, so they're all falling off now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop for a second and just let this washing machine just finish, and then I'll come back. Okay, So washing machine's finished spinning, so let's get back to it. So Kimberly Saunders, hi Kimberly. I have 2 of these to kit up, but not right now. So I think she's on about Josephine Wall ones, because it was on my Aries. Yeah, they are. I think Josephine Wall ones are definitely a project, because, you know, they are confetti. They are a little bit harder work, but they're so beautiful. So it's got to be done. I did get a massive 1,500 points for my birthday off Diamond Art Club as well. So I'm trying to be very, very good and not spend it until I'm happy it's something I really, really want, because I do have enough at the minute that I don't need any more. She just says, I'm going to wait until I move to have more crafting space. Thanks for sharing. Don't we all want more crafting space? Me too. Lovey Ball, 2 comments from Lovey. First one, beautiful painting, nice storage. So this was on the Aries with the case that I haven't used yet, that my mum got me for my birthday. Happy early birthday, enjoy your Scottish vacation. I did. Of course I enjoyed it mostly because I was hoping to see men in kilts. I did actually see a couple of men in kilts. Not that the men were nice, but the kilts were amazing. I'll come to that later. Second comment is playing catch up on videos. Watched your Aries kit up first. Nice storage. So another one that liked the storage. They are available on Amazon. They do vary in price depending on what colour you go for. I'm very happy with mine. It's a very girly pink. So I'm not girly in the slightest. I need to point out the only girly thing about me is my nails. Everything else is as it comes, because I just don't have the time or the energy to faff with anything else. But thank you very much. Love the vibrant colours in both kits. Me too. That was on, so that one, Love the vibrant colours in both kits, was on Mackenzie's Treasure, I think. Yeah, Mackenzie's Treasure. Maria Cassar again, thanks for this video. Beautiful colours, have a good day. So that was on Aries. Betsy McLeod, love your style, just bebopping along. Can't believe you have a granddaughter. Have fun in Scotland. I do indeed have a granddaughter. And the special thing about my granddaughter is I was totally not ready to be a grandmother at all. My daughter had always said that she wouldn't have children. You know, she might get another cat, but not children. So when she told me she was pregnant, I was completely and utterly surprised. I cried. I was that surprised. I also didn't realise that she was as far along pregnant as she was. She actually didn't tell me until she was 14 weeks pregnant. So I had a scan photo to introduce me. We didn't know it was a girl at that point. And it seemed to go so quickly. But she is the light of my life. That little girl is just so gorgeous. I adore her. Absolutely adore her. I don't know if it's that way with your first grandchild. My mum says it is. But yeah, she's a special little girl for sure. But yes, I definitely have a granddaughter. And I don't even think I'm that young a grandparent either, because, you know, if my son had a child the same age I did, I could potentially have been a grandparent at 32. So I'm quite happy that I was 49 by the time I had a grandchild. You know, quite happy at that. So thank you, Betsy. Elaine Partridge, so this is quite a long comment, so just bear with me, I'll read it. Hi hun, Love your videos. Do you and your mum ever diamond paint together? No, is the answer to that section. No. When I first introduced her to it, I thought, you know, I've got a dining room table downstairs. I thought, you know, we could both sit at the dining room table and diamond paint together, but no. She diamond paints upstairs on a lap tray. I brought her a laptop tray that's angled like an easel. So she diamond paints up there and I stay down here. So unfortunately not. Might be a good thing. She'd be in my way, wouldn't she, really, if I was filming as well. So it might not be a bad thing. I would love my mum to DP, but she has hydrocephalus and she's waiting for lumbar drainage, which she's having Thursday. Then a shunt fitted, hopefully. I will have my 75% of my mum back. Oh, bless. I hope that by this point everything has gone well and it has all happened. Sorry to hear that. I'm very lucky that my mum is in very good health. Sometimes I think she's in better health than I am. So I'm sorry that your mum's having to go through that. I do know how debilitating hydrocephalus can be. I had a little brother who had that. My uncle, who sadly passed away when he was a child, also had hydrocephalus. So I'm very aware of the problems that can come alongside it. So I'm sorry to hear that. And I hope that she's doing well and she's on the mend and that you've got your mum back. I really do. Keep my fingers crossed for you, Elaine. She says, I want Josephine Wall's Virgo to do, but I've got to make it worthwhile ordering it from the DAC. So got to say, because I'm in the UK too. I agree. It is expensive. However, I actually prefer it. Why did I put those drills back in? I'd never do that normally. This is what I mean. I start diamond painting and all the things that I normally do go out the flipping window. I never put the drills away. Make sure it's the right one. I like the fact that when the price you see now is the price you pay, because it includes the shipping and everything in with it. I'm absolutely the same. I will try and do a bigger order and split it into 3 payments rather than having, you know, one diamond painting at a time, because it's not worth it. However, I think what you get in quality and beauty from Diamond Art Club is worth the price. Most definitely. My mum currently is working on one of the Huracan canvases that I gave her, and she's having problems with popping drills, that sort of thing, which is not something that I enjoy. So I'm quite glad that I do tend to go for those better companies. But I will say, Elaine, if you haven't checked out Diamond Art Studio, please do, because they do have some lovely paintings on there and they're a little bit cheaper. Delivery is cheaper because they're in the UK and it's very quick. Have a look and see what you think. I dropped one of my little beads there, look. Yeah, I can definitely recommend, off the one that I'm working, I can definitely recommend Diamond Art Studios as well. So Elsa, hi Elsa, she says, hi Sam, I'm a fairly new sub and have spent about 2 weeks binge watching your videos. Wow, thank you. I think there's quite a few now, isn't there, as well? But I admire the fact that you've done nothing but listen to me for 2 weeks. Again, you need to get a life. There must be more to life than watching me, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And thank you for subbing, because that's what helps my channel grow. I haven't got through all of them yet. I know this is probably weird to commenting on an old video, but after watching some of the newer ones, I started watching from the oldest one and I'm working my way forward. I love how Forest Snowman turned out. It's gorgeous. Thank you. I absolutely loved that canvas. I totally fell in love, because that was one of the first Diamond Art Club ones that I did, and that's what made me fall in love with them. And as I said in that video way back when, that picture is now my Christmas picture. So it's framed and it comes out at Christmas to go above my fireplace. I found your channel for looking for videos of Josephine Wall DPs, and looking forward to see your progress on that. If and when Diamond Painting Deutschland gets the one I've had my eyes on back in stock, I'll definitely get it. I agree with you. Rebecca has a very calming voice. So do you, in my opinion. Don't sell yourself short. Oh, bless you. Thank you. I will take that compliment, because, you know, the world is hard enough that you should take compliments when you get them and not question, you know. If just one person thinks that about you, then it's worth listening to, isn't it? So thank you very much. That's such a lovely comment to make. Thank you for subbing. I hope you had a wonderful trip to Scotland and a fantastic birthday. Looking forward to watching more of your videos in the future. Thank you. Do you know what? It absolutely... I don't think you guys understand quite how it feels for me to have been away and to come back to such lovely comments, and to know that not only me taking the time to do this is working for me, because it's, like I said, it's encouraging me to get diamond painting done, but also to know that you enjoy it and that it's worth doing and that it's appreciated. It means a lot. It really does. And I know it sounds cheesy, and you've probably heard other diamond painters and YouTubers say the same thing, but honestly, the subs are everything to me, because it means I've got like-minded people to craft along with and to enjoy this crazy hobby that we've all become completely addicted to. So thank you so much to all of you for your amazing comments. So I think that's all of them. I think I'm up to date. I'm just loving comments so that I know that I've done them. So that's all up to date. So just while I pump my stool back up, I'll do a little bit more on here, and then I'm going to call it quits because my husband will be back soon. So to bring you up to date, I did reach a point before I went away that I was mentally and physically exhausted, and I'm very aware that it's because I'm not managing my time very well. So I made the decision before I went away that I was pulling back on doing the nails. I'm only going to be doing nails for my closest friends and family. I am going to focus on getting the Facebook page done for the resin stuff, because I do like doing the resin stuff. It's very early days. I'm not the best at it, you know, but I'm learning, and I'm enjoying learning, and I'm enjoying bringing something different, I think, to diamond painting. You know, we shouldn't feel bad about buying pretty things for our crafts, should we? Because we all like pretty things. You know, we all get excited about a cover minder and a kit, so we should have access to those things all the time. So I really want to focus on that. But the way that Etsy is working at the moment, for a new business like myself, I am reliant on getting funds from sales quickly so that I can buy more product to fulfill the orders. And at the minute, they're sitting on £100 worth of money that I can't access for up to 90 days. You know, that's crazy. So I do want to focus more on getting the Facebook page set up so that I can run that through there rather than through Etsy. So I will be doing that. We do now have a new receptionist, so I will not have to do as many extra shifts as I expected, which is good. I've had the holiday. I'm feeling much better. I'm feeling relaxed. I've had time to think about what I'm doing with my job. And like I said, I'm coming out with this new attitude of, I can't fix everything. I can't sort the whole world out. So I'm just going to concentrate on what I can. That's what I'm going to do. So Scotland. What I didn't realise was I wanted to go to Inverness because I love watching Outlander and I love the Outlander books, and I'm secretly in love with Jamie, who, yes, I'm very aware is a character, but I wanted to go to Inverness because that's where the majority of that character lived in the first few books. What I didn't realise was how big Scotland is, and I certainly didn't realise how far up Inverness is. And basically we hit the sign that said Scotland, and it's the furthest north I've ever travelled, and then realised that we still had over 4 hours to go before we hit Inverness. So it was a kind of, why did I decide to go that far up when we could have gone to somewhere equally as beautiful, as in Edinburgh, that was a bit closer. However, I don't regret it. It was 8.5 hours in total from my home in Cambridgeshire to Inverness, and it was worth every mile. The Highlands are absolutely stunning. So funny things that happened. My 50th birthday. So if you're not aware, my husband is a little bit younger than me. He's actually 7 years younger than me. So of course we have a running joke about me being an old lady and all this sort of thing. And my 50th, I wanted to go to Culloden Moor, which features quite heavily in the first or second season, I can't remember, of Outlander. But it's basically, it's where the last pitched battle in the UK happened. And it was where the clans ended, basically. It was outlawed to wear tartan or plaid or anything like that. So I wanted to visit it, and there is a particular stone. The character from Outlander is Jamie Fraser, and there is a Fraser clan stone at Culloden. The anniversary of Culloden, it took place on the 16th of April, which is incidentally my birthday. So I wanted to go to Culloden on my birthday, on my 50th birthday, because you're not going to forget that, are you? I'm going to quickly get these little ones here because there's only a couple of them. So on my birthday, I awoke. My husband, bizarrely, had to go and get a new tyre on the car. That's another story. But anyway, wanted to go to Culloden. So off we go on my birthday to Culloden. My husband brought me a beautiful necklace. We went and saw the clan stones, which I loved. And, you know, it kind of felt special that we were there. I was a bit gutted because they actually had their memorial on that day, and they'd had a procession of people from the clans laying flowers and all that sort of thing, and I missed it because we got there too late. But anyway, after we did Culloden, my husband said, let's go, there's a place called, I think it's Claver Cairns. Anyway, they're basically an old burial ground, and they're like these cairns of stones, and they've got standing stones there as well. So I wanted to go and see that. And then a little bit further up the road, within walking distance, they actually have the viaduct, which features in the Harry Potter films. So my husband's got a drone, so the plan was we would walk to the Claver Cairns. The Claver Cairns, sorry. We would go and visit that. He'd have a little bit of a go with his drone, and then we would go to the viaduct. So anyway, we do a lot of walking when we go on holiday, but because of my fibro, I have to be careful walking because, you know, it does hurt my legs and, you know, they can hurt quite badly. So I have walking boots because it makes it a lot more comfortable if you're wearing proper walking shoes. So we're walking along the side of the road from the car park to go and see, hang on a minute. No, we went to the cairns first. Yeah, that's right. We went to the cairns first and there was a guy there already. And this is fascinating because this has been there for like 200 years BC. So it's nearly 5,000 years these stones have stood. And for me, I'm a bit of a history buff. I love stuff like that. But there was another guy there with a drone. So my husband couldn't use his drone. So we decided that we would walk to the viaduct and he'd have a bit of a play with his drone there. And then we would walk back and have another go at if this other guy had gone. So anyway, off we go to the viaduct. My husband's playing with his drone. I had a seat against one of the arches in the viaduct and I was reading my guidebook from Culloden, just reading upon the history and all that sort of thing. Beautiful day. It's really sunny. It's quite warm, so I was able to take my coat off and all that sort of thing. And then once he'd finished there, we decided to walk back to the cairns so that he could have a go with his drone. As we're walking along the side of the road, a car is coming. It's quite a narrow road, so my husband says there's a car coming. So I went to walk off the road onto the side, onto like the bank. I twisted my ankle and I fell down onto my knees and I really badly scraped and cut my knee. It was bleeding bad. I am not gonna lie. My husband was like, what on earth? And I'm like, I don't know. I twisted my ankle and I just went down. He said, literally, he just turned around. He said, and you'd gone down. The car that was coming slowed down, bless them, I think, just to make sure I was okay. I then ended up sitting on the grass with my leggings pulled up so I wasn't getting blood all over my leggings while my husband did his drone stuff. I then hobbled. It was very sore. My ankle was fine, but my knee stung like a bugger. And I feel really bad because it's a long, long time since I scraped my knees. And I remember the last time my daughter did it, that I was like, oh, you know, it only stings a little bit. No, it's only a scrape. It's only a graze. Do you know what? I'd forgotten how much it hurts. It bloody stung. It really stung. So there I am on my 50th birthday. I've had this lovely morning walking around Culloden as I wanted to do, and I've fallen over and scraped my knee and it's really bloody sore. We'd been out the day before, done the charity shop thing, which I hasten to add is really, really good in Inverness. They've got quite a few charity shops in Inverness. But we'd gone out the day before. I'd brought a dress in case my husband decided to take me out for a meal for my birthday. I brought a nice pair of heeled shoes. They weren't massively high because I can't do high heels anymore. But they were in a charity shop, so I brought those and brought some nice tights and everything. Thought, you know, I'll get dressed up. Dress, heels, proper bra, everything, you know, full on dressing up. And we'll go out for a meal. And here I am with a bloody bandage on my knee because I've cut, and it was quite a deep cut and scraped my knee. Anyway, felt quite sorry for myself, had said to my husband, you know, it hurts quite badly. I'm not going to promise that tomorrow that I'm going to be able to do much, because the problem with fibro is you can have quite a simple injury, and because of the way that your body reacts to it, you can have quite an adverse reaction. So although it was a scraped and cut knee, I might get up the next morning and it be incredibly painful. So I didn't want to promise anything. But anyway, I was really upset. He's laughing because he said, you know, you've been 50 for a few hours. He said, and you're falling over already. And we sort of made a bit of a joke of it. But anyway, get to later that night. And I thought, I'm going out for a meal, so I'll get dressed up. And I thought, do you know what? I'll put this dress in. We went and brought some dressings at Tesco. So it was an adhesive dressing. I'll put the adhesive dressing on. I'm putting tights on, so you're not going to see it. And we will still go. You know, it didn't hurt that badly. We'll still go. So I get all dressed up in my dress and I do my hair and a bit of makeup and it proper dressed up, which doesn't happen often for me. And my husband takes me for a meal. So anyway, it's not too bad. And I get out of the car and walk into the restaurant and it's lovely. And he says, you know, he booked a table for 2. That was all very nice. So the guy, we get in and the guy goes, yeah, I can seat you now. And literally, as we walked across this wooden floor, bugger me if I didn't fall over again. Not even joking. Don't even know what happened. I slipped. One leg went one way. I landed on the knee that I'd already cut. It then opened up and started bleeding heavily again. So it's bleeding through the dressing. And my husband's like, what on earth happened there? I don't know. I don't know. I turned 50, and the day I turned 50, I fall over. Not once, but twice. God's sake. Honestly, I was so embarrassed. And I didn't want to move then. Like, we ordered our food and we knew it'd be a little bit of a wait. But I didn't want to go outside and have a cigarette in case people saw me walk past because they'd see me come in and just fall flat on my bloody face. It was like, seriously? Anyway, the knee is now healing. We did go out the following day. I wasn't too bad. We did go out the following day. I did manage to get through the rest of the holiday without falling over anymore. But I have to say, it wasn't the best holiday. It wasn't the best birthday in the respect that I fell over twice. However, I had a wonderful time in Scotland. It's absolutely beautiful. We did a drive around Loch Ness, which takes a lot longer than you think. Saw some places I wanted to go. We went to Beaulieu, which is where the Frasers are based. The Fraser clan are based. So that was really nice. We had a good time. It was a good holiday. So very much needed. I'm very glad that we're back home now. However, we had a lovely long trip back yesterday. My daughter was back at school this morning, so I didn't even get a lay-in. But I do have tomorrow off before I go back to work. And the next few shifts that I've got are only part shifts. So hopefully they won't be too busy. And hopefully I won't fall over anymore. Because I'd hate to think that I've started my 50s by falling over all the time. I have a very scabby knee. And I shall never say to another child, oh, it doesn't hurt that much. Because do you know what? It does. Most of it is a graze. But I did have this deep cut that was quite sore. It's fine now. Anyway, that was my holiday. Absolutely beautiful. We did a lot of walking. We did a lot of waterfalls. My husband's obsessed with finding waterfalls, and there's quite a few in Scotland. They're all stunning. He got some very, very good footage with the drone. So I'm waiting for him to edit that all together so we can have a good look at it. But it was very much a very much needed holiday. I think I've been doing quite a lot recently and not really taking the best care of myself. And I think it reminded me, getting away reminded me that I need to. You know, it's not all about earning money or, you know, cramming as much into every day as you can. You know, sometimes you just need to sit back and just chill out a bit. Now, I've got to be careful, right, in this section, and I'll tell you why. Because we have this symbol and then we have this symbol. and they're very easy to get mixed up. So I'm having to be super careful because these are close together to make sure that I put them on the right one, because we don't want to get those colours mixed up. So not my favourite thing about this kit. It's not a huge one as long as you're paying attention, but you know how dim I can be. Right, they're all that one, so let's get those in. So I think that's about it. I don't have any plans for today other than getting this section finished, and I want to get on and do a section on my square one tonight, because I haven't done any of my square one, obviously, with being away. I hope that you've enjoyed. Hopefully I will get the orders out tomorrow that I need to get out. I'm just gutted that I didn't get them done before I went away, but you know, life happens, and I am just a mum, you know, who's working and trying to do a little YouTube channel and, you know, a little resin business. So it all has to click in together as best it can. My thing just flew out, but I'm going to leave it there for now. Thank you so much for joining me again. I have got my 50 cup that my mum brought me for my birthday. I will be back very soon. If you are new and you haven't already subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you on board. If you are coming back, if you've come back and you've been watching for a little while, thank you so much for subscribing in the first place. It means the absolute world to me. I'm so pleased I was able to bring you this first Whipham chat on camera on Customised Bookshelf, and hopefully the next time I come in we'll be doing that first customization on the first book. Any questions, please pop them below in the comments and I will answer them on the next Whipham chat. Thank you very, very much for joining me today. It is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.